Okay. I think this might be a little bit easier than a long ass email, but I'm going to send both. And I'm pretty much going to say the same thing. So, I know that what I'm about to say is going to seem very counterintuitive, and everything in you is going to be like, I don't know if that's true. But this is the way life works, and I've been wanting to share this with you for a very long time. So, once you know how to manifest, everything comes to you easy. Like, it just gets attracted to you. But you have to know how to manifest, and I'm still learning. So, but I know a lot. I just still working on some things. Okay. I promise this is the missing piece that you've been looking for. Life is not this hard. But we believe that it is that hard. So it continues to be that hard. Okay. So you and I come from the same background. Struggle. Life is hard, right? We come from that same background, and we're very logical. We've gone through a lot and we've figured it out, right? You have a problem, tell me the plan, let's make a plan, solve it, and then you get the result. And while that is true, how is that working out for you? Because for me, for the last few years, and you've watched me go through this, it's been a struggle. Like, I've gotten everything that I wanted, but it's like pulling teeth, and it's so hard, and it's like, ugh, when am I going to be there? And I'm sure that you feel that way right now. Like, when is this gonna be over? So it's exhausting to live your life like that, and it's unnecessary. We do not have to struggle. Okay? So I've done it. Like, I see what you're going through, and I'm like, oh God. I've done it longer than you have. And if you are saying things like, I want to hurry up and get this done so I can, you're always going to be saying things like that. And I heard you say that today. So we don't always want to be saying that, because we want to get to the end result, right? We want to get to the life that is already ours. We already have this life where we're living together. That paper that I gave you, that I read to you, or that you read, that said jump dimensions with me, that is already available to us today, now. And we just need to flip the switch and manifest it. Really. And okay, so manifesting 101. Beliefs create thoughts. Thoughts become things. And if you want to override a belief, you have to feel the feeling of having it and being there already. So I go into beliefs later on in this email. But basically, you have to feel like it's already yours. If I want $18,000 this month, I have to feel that in my body. And what makes it easy for me to feel something like that in my body is when we're together, when we're having sex, I can feel like I've made $18,000, because they're both feelings of excitement, right? Okay, so beliefs create thoughts. Thoughts become things. To override a belief, you just have to feel the feelings. The strongest manifesting emotions are joy, love, sex, and gratitude. Which means that if you want to manifest something, you have to stay in these emotions. Love, joy, sex, and gratitude. This is why I'm like, I need time with you, because that's where I'm happiest right now. So it means that the happier you are, the easier it's going to be to manifest. Okay? After we got together, I was able to do a live event. I was able to write my book. I was able to get off of Adderall. I was able to start my podcast. I feel like there's something else. But I did all those things because I was happy with you and with us, right? And the more fun you have, and the more you enjoy life, the more you can manifest, and the more money you make. Okay. So, background on how money works. Money is basically energy, and you can manifest money. The things you believe about money is what's going to happen. So if you think that making money is hard, then making money is going to be hard. If you believe that if you believe that money gets taken away from you, like people take your money, actually, I think you actually believe that because it's true. But it's also true because you believe that. I think you have that belief. Because I actually had that belief for a very long time that people take money away from me, which is why your family depends on you, and you have weird things going on with golds, which, yeah. Okay, so the problem is most of our beliefs are subconscious. We don't even know that we have them. For example, I already said those. Okay, so my money issue. I do want money. I do feel like I love money. And I'm working really hard to make money, but it's not happening. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be making this shit ton of money. All my shit's working, right? I'm showing up. People know who I am. I have a book. I have a podcast. But I started telling you about my beliefs about money and how I hated money, right? But basically, I got to a point where I decided to be homeless because it was actually a big fuck you to money. I was pissed off at money, and I was like, you know what? I don't fucking need you. I would rather eat out of dumpsters and be homeless than depend on you, right? It's just like a divorce, right? I'd rather eat out of dumpsters than live with you, okay? So that's basically what I did, was like a big fuck you to money because I was pissed. Because I blame money for all my problems. Fine. I went through and made up with money last night. I'll tell you, I won't bother you with that. But yeah, so yeah, if that's not like a sign of anger, then I don't know what is. So if someone has a belief that's keeping them from making money, they either have to change that belief, which I think that I did last night. I worked through that. Or we can override the belief with emotions. Meaning, you can't clear all your money blocks. God, I hope you're picking this up. You can't clear all your money blocks because people have a lot of money blocks. Oh shit, this is a long video. Oh, I can just YouTube it. So people have a lot of money blocks, right? So how do you override a belief if you don't know what they are? You can feel the feeling. So thoughts become emotions, become things, right? So you can either create a thought and then have it become a thing, or you can create an emotion and have that become a thing, right? And direct that towards the thing. So basically, when we have sex, if I'm thinking about $18,000, which you should probably actually come back for that one, because I forgot to think about $18,000 when we were having sex. But then that would put out a vibration to the universe, and I don't know if you're up with the lingo on vibration, but just putting that out there, that I am receptive to, I'm receptive to $18,000 because I am thinking about $18,000. I am happy. I am in a high vibration, right? So, okay, so thoughts become things. I already said that. Okay, here's the thing. If we can just create what we want by thinking of something and then we get it, there's a few things there, right? We can't just think of something and get it. But because there's a lag, there's a time lag. But the better you get at manifesting, the more quickly you get what you want, right? But that's why, yeah, okay. But the other thing is, we're mostly manifesting things we don't want because we're worried about our bills. We're worried about this. We're thinking about how much we hate our job. We're thinking about how much pain we're in. We're thinking about like all these negative things, all these things that we actually need to take care of, but we're thinking about it and we're creating more of that. So if we're thinking about a bill, we're going to be creating more bills. If we're worried about money and not making enough, then we're going to create more debt, right? So we actually need to be thinking positive thoughts about these things. Let me know if this stuff doesn't make sense. Because when we think positive things, then we attract positive things. Okay? So this is actually why you probably get pulled over a lot, because you believe that they want to pull you over, right? And so they actually end up pulling you over because you believe that they are prejudiced against you or whatever your belief is, right? And so then you get more of that. The more you worry about it, the more you think about it. But if you send those people good thoughts and you're having a good day and you're staying in a high vibration and you're very grateful, then they might not even see you, but you have to stay in that positive emotion. Okay? Because we can manifest different reactions from different people. Obviously. Right? Okay. So this is also what happened when I manifest you. Right? I had a belief that was keeping an energetic block between us. I had a belief about marriage and love, and it was actually keeping us apart. And then I realized the belief and I chose a different belief, which was very hard for me to believe something different when everything in my past was like, that's not true. Look what happened then. And look what happened there. And I was like, well, I don't care, because I'm unavailable to not be with Marco. Like, that's it. I'm just going to be with him. And I don't care if the past is proving that I can't be with him. I'm done with that shit. I'm just gonna fucking believe that I can. And so what I did was I changed my belief, and then for 3 days I sat in my hammock and did nothing but dream about you proposing on a beach, us getting married on a beach, and us living together on a beach. That's all I did for 3 days. And I was sky high. I was so happy. And then on the 4th day, I go in, happen to pick up this ring that I'm not even doing competition, and I buy a ring off of Amazon, happen to get in that day, and I happen to bring it to Gold's, and you happen to take it and go to one knee, and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened, right? So I'm freaked out. Obviously, I'm still freaked out. So then, I don't know if this is better than the email, but it's more entertaining. So then the next day you come over and you're like, Nichole, wherever you go, I'm going with you. And I'm like, holy shit. We're not going to be in Austin because Austin obviously doesn't have a beach. And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? I honestly felt like I just like was in the Matrix. I was like, what the fuck did I do? This is why I believe, you can tell, right? This is why I believe I'm a powerful manifester. Okay. So remember earlier this year, I was so sick and tired. Tired of trying, tired of working, tired of not getting what I wanted, right? You saw how hard I've been working for the last 4 years, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And I was fucking fed up with it. And I was just like, there's got to be an easier way. And that's when quantum physics came into my head, and I was like, there's a reality where Marco and I are married together, living together. We're together. There is a reality where we're together. And right now we're like, wait, not together. And I'm like, how do I go into this other reality? How do I quantum leap into this other reality? And I kept thinking about it where I was, which looked pretty fucking hopeless, honestly. I knew you loved me. That was obvious. But it was like, what the fuck? Right? So how do I make this leap? And obviously I couldn't say anything or be more available because that wasn't working. There's nothing I could do to make that leap, right? And I actually had to get exhausted from trying. And so I got tired of trying to heal myself and tired of trying to get better, right? So I decided to heal myself. Remember that time when I went in and you were like, holy shit, you're actually doing the workout. You're fine. What? Remember that? Yeah. That's when I healed myself. That's when I made that quantum leap. And I was like, well, if I can do that, well, then I can manifest Marco. And so then I did that. And I was like, holy shit. Right? But I don't want you, and maybe you're already at this point, but there's no need for you to get to the point where you're completely depleted. But a lot of times people like us have to get to the point where we are completely depleted and sick and tired of everything, sick and tired of the shit show, that we're like, okay, fine, well then I'll try manifesting, right? Because I had no other options. Life wasn't working. Nobody works harder than I do. Well, you do. You work harder than I do. But it's still not working for you. Like, you're getting somewhere, but how long is it taking you? I get you're enjoying part of it, but why? You don't have to be suffering so much. And I'm not saying, like, quit your job or, do something radical. I'm saying, take a look at what's going on here. Let's start manifesting. Let's start moving into this, because it actually sounds better to be happier and then get what we want, because we can be happy now. We can live our life now and manifest money. I honestly feel like if I were happier, if you were here, if we spent more time together, if I had more friends, which I'm working on, by the way, then I would be happier and I would be making more money. But I feel like I'm not making as much money as I need to or I want, right? Because of my beliefs, but also my emotions. It's really hard to be in the in-between where I'm like, I'm healed almost all the way, but I'm still not doing heavy lifting. We're together, but we're hardly spending any time together. It's like hard to be in that. Like, I want to have fun. I want to have a life. I want to train. I want to be alive. I want to feel good. And I'm working on trying to feel good more of the time, which is why I'm going to Miami, and it's why I want to spend time with you. And I'm signing up for a lot of things and meeting a lot of people, so that's helping. So I know that you and I come from struggle. We have worked our asses off. And I also know that it's hard to trust that we're going to get what we want by not struggling. Like, it can be easy. It can be easy. And it's hard to trust that. It's hard to say, okay, like, money's just going to come to me, right? Obviously, you have to do work, but it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be work that you hate. You can manifest a job tomorrow. You can manifest another way tomorrow. We just need to choose it, because here's the thing. We were born to be together. We were born to have abundance, to have money. We were all these things that I see in my future. I was born for. Like, I was born to speak on stages. I was born to write books. I was born to be a known published author. We were born to have a life together. We were born to have fun together. Like, these are our birthrights. It's not something that we have to earn, right? And yet we think that we need to struggle. And because we think we need to struggle, we end up struggling. So, I think that's it.